42% of people in West Virginia are poor and low wealth. That's why we're challenging Senator Manchin. We don't understand what in the world is going on with him, why he's not championing more for the Build Back Better plan and more even for infrastructure.
I can't figure out how West Virginia can have a senator who works overtime to stop the most basic things that the people of this state need. This guy is just completely abusive to his own population here.
Half of the state doesn't make $15 basic minimum living wage, and this senator said no. He goes to West Virginia and he tells the other leaders there he can't do these things because you all don't want it. That's what he said, but the question is, what do you say?
So basically there's a lot in the Build Back Better bill that would have prevented a lot of difficulty in my life and would prevent further difficulty, and that would help make things better for my family right now.
How many jobs you work?
Right now I work 2 jobs.
2 jobs,
yeah.
Don't have paid family leave, and can't afford insurance. How do you feel about when Senator Manchin says, well, we need to do that in another bill?
Yeah, I think it's pretty gross to refer to just a basic, decent quality of life as an entitlement. I think there's been tons of opportunities forever to do this, and just do it now.
We could solve all these problems without breaking a sweat. And then Manchin just has the temerity to say we can't afford childcare. He's not representing the people of West Virginia at all. He left you behind, but unfortunately, this is our political corrupted system, a government of the rich, by the rich, for the rich. It's more than a disgrace, it is just a tragedy. If you fight every tax on the richest people in the world, and then you say there's no money, aren't you playing a game?
That's right. Fair game. That's the story.
Come on. As the president says, come on. Well, why doesn't he come here and come on?
That's right.
Talk a little bit about what would happen if we made that investment.
God forbid people would be healthier.
Okay.
People would be happier. People would live longer. Do you know the life expectancy in the United States now ranks somewhere around 40th in the world? Because we're letting people die. Poor people. The cruelty of it is phenomenal. And you multiply that millions of times, and you end up with a country that is cruel to its people.
But I guess our question, on the behalf of young people is, what exactly did we lose when we lost the 2 free years of community college? And what could that have meant for the futures of young West Virginians and their families?
So they started 2 years, and then one day it dropped. Because Mr. Manchin said you can't afford it. Because he was so busy cutting the taxes of the rich that suddenly you couldn't afford it. Now, West Virginia really needs it, actually. This state has just about the lowest bachelor's degree graduates in the country as a share of the population. How can it be that your senator isn't the lead voice in the nation saying, my state demands that this remain in? What is the matter with this man? It's mean. It's really mean. But his job is to get education to this state. It's the only thing you can invest in right now to be sure that it's going to have a high return.
My heart is broken listening to all this about my state. This is my people. I'm heartbroken today. We're fighting these battles, and my senators, not just one, every representative I've got in West Virginia is not representing me. None of them. So you tell me, does my grandkids have a future, or do they not?
Is it of economic benefit for have a society paying workers more? Is it of benefit to the whole economy to have kids going to good schools and childcare? I mean, is there an economic side of that story, or is it just the right thing to do and we can do it, so we should be doing it?
Both. That's why God, you should have 2 senators that are saying nothing but that every day.
That infrastructure bill is going to put billions of dollars into the roads, water, infrastructure, solar panels, wind farms, batteries, electric vehicles, and more. How is it going to help the economy here?
This is a great industrial area. And if a little bit of care was taken by your politicians, which they're not doing, this region could be at the core of it. This region built America, and it can do it again. But you need a plan, and a leader, and not senators that run away and say the whole thing, no, 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 my state has to remain poor. That's what he's telling you. No jobs, no school, no help, just poverty, because we can't afford to do anything different. He's not putting forward anything. He's not looking out for the future. He's not showing you any plans for this state. He's not showing you the future jobs for this state. He's not showing you where education's going to come from. He's just telling you we can't afford to do anything for you good people, because I have to protect my bank account, my Maserati, my houseboat, and my friends.
See, the problem is he's hurting West Virginians and spreading it all over the country.
You know, if the government spends something, but it taxes that amount, there's no deficit, there's no debt. That's the whole basic point.
Senator Manchin has talked, Dr. Sachs, a lot about how the cost of these programs will add to the deficit and increase inflation.
If his concern is the debt and deficits, he should champion the tax increases on the richest people in this country and the corporations. Then his problem goes away.
Right. West Virginia has
The lowest life expectancy of any state, and it's a tragedy. It is solvable, but it needs resources, and it needs some politicians that give a damn. That's the point. This is life and debt.
Life and debt.
Not just dollars. Life and debt. And even that can't get a rise out of him.